When it comes to the No Limit catalog, there are countless gems that never get the recognition they deserve. This usually happens because the fan base tends to only glorify the label's most popular albums and artists while ignoring the rest of the catalog. But if you really dive deep, you'll realize No Limit produced a ton of amazing music across many different artists. These are some of the albums I think are highly underrated. Before getting into the main list, I want to highlight two honorable mentions, projects that don't quite make the cut due to certain factors, but are still incredible in their own right.
Now everybody wants to be an MC. Father Dom was in line when he told it to me.
The only reason this project isn't on the list is because of its short length. Despite that, it's still one of the most overlooked projects in the No Limit catalog. Dangerous Dame delivers incredible rapping throughout the album while exploring introspective and socially conscious concepts that are rare to hear from this era of the label. This project is one of the hidden treasures of the No Limit catalog. Even though it's not a full-length album, it showcases some of the most heartfelt and socially aware music ever released under the label. Dangerous Dame blends G-Funk grooves with deep introspective lyricism, creating a balance between West Coast street flavor and meaningful storytelling. What makes Escape from the Mental Ward so special is its message. Dangerous Dame speaks from experience, addressing unity, self-awareness, and the importance of living a positive life. Despite the hardships that come with growing up in tough environments, his voice carries conviction and his delivery is packed with emotion. You can truly feel that everything he says comes from the heart. The production throughout this project captures the essence of early 90s Bay Area funk and soul, filled with smooth bass lines, melodic synths, and catchy rhythms. There's an uplifting spirit across the record that makes it both reflective and inspiring.
The world's full of good dick, so watch your back, cause you never know who could be.
Even the collaborations, like his work with Master P, show a natural chemistry that adds depth and diversity to the sound. Overall, Escape from the Mental Ward is a powerful and overlooked statement from an artist who clearly had something real to say. It represents the conscious side of No Limit that doesn't get enough credit, proof that the label's catalog went far beyond gangster rap. It's short, but it leaves a lasting impression, making it one of the most underrated projects to ever come out under the No Limit name.
It beats the metaphor man that be kicking rhymes. Niggas know one thing that's gold, don't be wasting time.
Hoodlum for Life is one of the most overlooked albums in the entire No Limit catalog. Duggery brought something to the label that few artists did, a dark, gritty, and theatrical style that blended menace with emotion. His raspy voice and sinister tone gave his music a cinematic quality, as if you were listening to the soundtrack of life in the streets from someone who lived it. What makes this album so underrated is how well it captures Duggery's versatility. He could switch from aggressive, rugged storytelling to introspective and emotional tracks without losing authenticity. His vocal delivery is one of the most distinctive in No Limit's roster, animated, raw, and full of character. Whether he's portraying the chaos of the streets or reflecting on personal pain, his performance always feels genuine.
But instead of being my friend, you wanna be my enemy. Mama, why? Mama, why do you?
The production across Hoodlum for Life perfectly complements his dark aesthetic. There's a mix of haunting piano melodies, heavy bass lines, and West Coast-inspired funk elements that add depth and texture to his storytelling. At the same time, the album offers moments of vulnerability, especially when Duggery reflects on family, fatherhood, and social struggles. These emotional layers make him one of the more dynamic voices in the No Limit family.
You have to be thankful and proud enough that the Lord gave you a shorty.
Another strength of this project is its variety. Songs range from hard-hitting street anthems to powerful social commentaries, and even heartfelt tracks that show Duggery's softer side. He was unafraid to speak on issues like police corruption, poverty, and injustice, which gives the album a strong sense of purpose beyond its gangster themes.
The brother's been wearing bushes in the pen since the 60s. You know things so.
Overall, Hoodlum for Life stands as one of the most creative and conceptually rich albums No Limit ever released. Duggery carved out his own lane with his distinct sound and fearless storytelling. It's an album that deserves far more respect for its originality, depth, and the raw emotion behind every word.
A nigga don't get no respect unless a motherfucker gotta come and snap some necks. So I play that.
Understanding the Criminal Mind stands as one of TRU's most consistent and well-rounded projects. It perfectly captures the early essence of No Limit, raw, fearless, and authentic, long before the label reached its commercial peak. What makes this album so impressive is how well it balances gritty street storytelling with thought-provoking social commentary. Every member of TRU contributes to a strong group chemistry that feels organic and energetic. Master P, Easki, Big Ed, and Rally Ral all bring their own flavor, blending aggression, insight, and charisma. Their synergy gives the album a unified sound that embodies the street life perspective while still offering introspection and purpose.
Here's a situation, say I'm jumping on them bandwagon, down with the nation, now the niggas is named me.
The production is one of the biggest highlights here. These early No Limit beats are rich with creativity, blending West Coast funk with southern grit and soulful samples. The producers made excellent use of melodies, bass lines, and old school influences to give the album a cinematic atmosphere. It's clear that even before Beats by the Pound became a household name, No Limit was already cultivating a distinct and innovative sound.
Niggas talking about the rich ain't hard enough, but they better back off cause we done came up, now back in the hood with the
Lyrically understanding the Criminal Mind shows TRU's versatility. The group moves between street anthems, politically charged tracks, and moments of vulnerability that reflect real-life struggles. Songs addressing corruption, poverty, and survival show a level of awareness and honesty that adds depth to the album. The themes feel lived in, not performed. Every word comes from experience.
And the government is fucked up. They done gave the right to one white man to blow the world up.
Another reason this project deserves more recognition is its energy. The album has an undeniable intensity from start to finish. Ieski's fiery delivery, Master P's commanding presence, and Big Ed's passionate verses make every moment feel powerful and deliberate. The chemistry between them elevates the entire experience, making it one of the most cohesive TRU albums ever released. Overall, Understanding the Criminal Mind is a forgotten gem in No Limit's history, an album that laid the groundwork for what the label would later become. It's consistent, lyrically engaging, and sonically ahead of its time. This project deserves far more appreciation for the creativity, hunger, and authenticity that define TRU at their core. For all the love people claim to have for Mia X, I rarely hear diehard No Limit fans bring up this album. I still truly believe the majority of the fan base just follows whatever albums and opinions are already popular. It's honestly a crime that this project isn't talked about more, because in my opinion, this is Mia X's best and easily her most cohesive album. From start to finish, this album feels deeply personal. Mia X delivers her verses with conviction and passion, blending vulnerability with strength. She opens up about womanhood, motherhood, love, loyalty, and survival with the same confidence she brings to her more hardcore tracks. That duality, her ability to be both tough and heartfelt, is what makes Good Girl Gone Bad so special. It's a project that shows every layer of who Mia X is as an artist and as a woman. The production throughout the album is stellar. It combines smooth, soulful samples with classic New Orleans bounce and funky West Coast influences. The beats feel timeless, polished yet gritty, giving Mia X the perfect canvas to showcase her lyrical range. Songs move seamlessly between emotional storytelling, uplifting motivation, and clever wordplay, showing that she can thrive in any mood or tempo. Vocally, Mia X continues to prove she's one of No Limit's most dynamic performers. Her southern accent adds flavor and authenticity, and she brings natural rhythm and musicality to every verse. One of her greatest strengths is her versatility. She can rap with authority, sing beautifully, and switch between both effortlessly. Whether she's spitting hard-hitting bars or delivering a heartfelt hook, her presence always commands attention.
Wanna be with you, you didn't go no while, and now
Lyrically, Good Girl Gone Bad stands out for its substance. Mia X doesn't shy away from real-life themes. She speaks about family, faith, community, and personal growth in ways that feel relatable and powerful. Even when she dives into storytelling about the streets, relationships, or personal loss, it's always grounded in genuine emotion. She's able to capture pain and perseverance with a rare poetic balance.
rest in peace, my girl Jill, you done made it home. Although I know you wasn't ready and I miss you.
In the larger No Limit legacy, this album deserves far more recognition for what it represents. Good Girl Gone Bad is the sound of a woman fully in control of her craft. Confident, fearless, and authentic, Mia X proves that she's not just one of the best female rappers on No Limit, but one of the most complete artists the label ever had. This project is soulful, empowering, and deeply human. A true hidden treasure in the No Limit catalog.
Bitch, I'm a killer for real, ain't no joke. Sliding us up fast and slow. I got to pop it, ain't gonna stop 'em 'cause
Just like the previous entry, it's truly a crime that No Limit fans never talk about Silkk the Shocker's debut the way they talk about the Overrated Charge It to the Game. In my opinion, Silkk doesn't get his props as an artist at all, mainly because people only bring up one album when his name comes up, and that does a huge disservice to his actual skills. I've always believed Silkk is a good rapper overall, and his debut proves that better than anything else in his catalog. It shows his creativity, his personality, and the raw energy he brought to the No Limit movement. If fans really took the time to revisit the music instead of repeating the same popular opinions, this album would finally get the respect it deserves. From the very beginning, you can tell that Silkk had a sound unlike anyone else. His flow was unorthodox, but always full of energy and personality. What many people didn't understand back then, and still overlook today, is that his delivery was intentionally different. He rapped like he was bending the beat to his own rhythm, and it worked, because it made him instantly recognizable. The Shocker captures that unique style perfectly, showing that Silkk's charisma and boldness were ahead of their time.
Bust down the ride, slide. Them niggas that fucked up, they lucked up. See them niggas rolling in they cutlass.
Production-wise, this album fits beautifully into that early to mid No Limit era, before the label became fully polished with beats by the pound. The beats are gritty, funky, and full of that raw Southern West Coast blend that gave No Limit its foundation. You can hear that street realism in every track. The deep bass lines, piano loops, and smooth G-funk elements all complement Silkk's unpredictable flow. It's a sound that feels both nostalgic and powerful, especially when paired with Silkk's storytelling and intensity.
I ain't never knew wrong from right. Growing up off my life, thinking Adidas had 4 stripes.
One of the most impressive things about The Shocker is Silkk's chemistry with the No Limit roster. Whether it's Master P, Big Ed, Moby Dick, or Mia X, Silkk proves he can hold his own alongside anyone. He feeds off the energy of his label mates and still manages to stand out every time. You can tell he was driven to make a statement on this project to prove that he belonged not only as Master P's brother, but as a real force within the No Limit movement. Thematically, the album balances aggression, introspection, and street wisdom. Silkk dives into topics like loyalty, hustling, struggle, and loss, but also finds room for lighter, smoother moments that show off his personality and sense of humor. His creativity really shines when he plays with tone and rhythm, shifting from intense to laid back with ease.
I must run like an accident. Mr. Hit fast and throw us back again. If you don't believe me, go and ask a friend.
At its heart, The Shocker is the sound of a young artist finding his identity, and doing so with complete confidence. Silkk wasn't trying to sound like anyone else, and that originality is what makes this album so refreshing even today. It's raw, authentic, and full of the early No Limit spirit that made the label legendary. Simply put, The Shocker deserves far more respect. It's a bold debut that shows Silkk the Shocker's artistic potential in full force, and it remains one of the most slept-on albums in the No Limit catalog.
Car full of weed, didn't see him creep up, hit him in the jaw, took his phone in his beeper, left him on the...
Master P is another victim of the No Limit fanbase overlooking the full scope of his greatness. Too many fans only hype up his most popular album, Ghetto D, while ignoring the incredible work he put in before it. His earlier catalog shows his abilities in a major way, and 99 Ways to Die is the perfect example. What stands out most about 99 Ways to Die is Master P's freestyling ability. He raps with an unrestrained energy that feels natural and unpredictable, often bending the beat to his own rhythm. His delivery is raw but confident, and that's part of what makes the album so engaging. You can tell he's rapping straight from instinct, not overthinking, just speaking from experience. That spontaneous style gives every verse life and emotion, making it feel like you're hearing him think out loud.
Richmond, California, with us youngins slang that cocaine, and we be hopping it up and chopping it up and rock.
The production is another major highlight. It has that early No Limit sound, smooth, sinister, and soulful all at once. Beats often carry a West Coast influence, blending laid-back grooves with dark melodies and bass-heavy funk. The sound perfectly matches Master P's storytelling, street realism with a cinematic edge. Even with its underground feel, the production is polished enough to stand the test of time. Lyrically, 99 Ways to Die finds Master P reflecting on life, death, loyalty, and survival in the streets. There's a deep sense of reflection in his words, especially when he touches on loss and betrayal. He paints vivid pictures of street life, not to glorify it, but to show its pain, paranoia, and hard-earned lessons. Beneath the tough exterior, there's wisdom in his words, the mindset of someone who's seen a lot and is using music to process it all.
A lot of brothers done died, a lot of sisters and mothers and fathers and aunties and grandmas left to cry.
The features throughout the album also add a lot of character. Every guest feels like they belong in the world Master P creates, contributing to the chemistry that became a No Limit signature. You can tell this was a tight-knit crew, feeding off each other's creativity, pushing one another to deliver their best verses.
My nigga Ski, what's up? My nigga C, what's up? My nigga P, what's up? I'm ready to test shit up.
More than anything, 99 Ways to Die represents Master P's creative freedom and artistic growth. It's a transitional album, still rooted in that underground sound, but hinting at the empire he was about to build. It captures him before the business mogul image took over, when it was just about the music, the hustle, and telling his truth. In hindsight, this album deserves far more appreciation. 99 Ways to Die is the sound of Master P sharpening his craft, developing his flow, and defining the voice that would later lead No Limit to greatness. It's raw, honest, and full of heart, a crucial piece of No Limit history, and one of Master P's most creative works.
Peeping into the mirror, yeah, man, I see me, a young G, who's ready to make that move into manhood.
Deep in the Game is one of the most underrated West Coast gems in the early No Limit catalog, showcasing Lil Ric's unique style and storytelling ability. This album perfectly balances street realism with creativity, giving listeners a vivid picture of life in the ghetto while highlighting Lil Ric's versatility as an artist. From start to finish, Lil Ric demonstrates why he deserves more recognition. His flow is dynamic, switching effortlessly between aggressive delivery and smooth melodic passages, keeping each track engaging and unpredictable. The album's production leans heavily into West Coast G-Funk influences, blending lush melodies, angelic synths, and hard-hitting grooves that complement Lil Ric's voice and lyrical themes perfectly. The beats are cinematic at times, creating a suspenseful, immersive feel that draws the listener into the streets he's narrating.
While I'm selling, yeah, I got folks, and hella money coming up quick, and all the shady shit is funny. 3Gs.
One of the strongest elements of Deep in the Game is Lil Ric's storytelling. Tracks like The Life I Lead and the title track take the listener on an intimate journey through the struggles, hustles, and ambitions of someone navigating the harsh realities of street life. He paints these scenes vividly, using clever wordplay and multiple flows that keep the storytelling fresh and compelling. Even on tracks with multiple features, Lil Ric remains the centerpiece, proving his ability to stand out alongside artists like Master P, C Murder, and Silkk the Shocker. Despite some minor production inconsistencies, his style and delivery are captivating enough to make the overall experience remarkable. Deep in the Game deserves far more attention than it receives. It's a creative, engaging, and authentic West Coast No Limit release that highlights Lil Ric's skills as a storyteller, lyricist, and performer. This album stands as a testament to the hidden gems in No Limit's early catalog and remains a must-listen for fans of gritty cinematic street rap.
I got the hookup, holla if you hear me. I got the hookup, holla if you hear me.
The I Got the Hookup soundtrack is one of No Limit's most underrated compilations, packed with standout tracks and incredible performances from both label veterans and featured artists. The project perfectly blends No Limit's signature Southern hip-hop energy with West Coast G-Funk vibes, creating a diverse and engaging listening experience. This soundtrack excels in showcasing a wide range of styles, from the smooth, laid-back grooves of 8-Ball and MJG's Let's Ride to the sinister storytelling mastery of Ice Cube on Ghetto Vet. Each track contributes to a unique atmosphere while maintaining cohesion across the project.
Niggas used to come and get me when it was time to disagree with an enemy. Pass the Hennessy and give me in.
Lil Ric, C Murder, Mac, Mystical, and others all deliver memorable verses, while collaborative tracks like UGK's Bump and Grill and The Commission's What You Need demonstrate the label's ability to assemble ensembles that complement each other perfectly. Vocals and flows are consistently strong throughout the album. Artists bring their signature energy, whether it's aggressive raps from Mystical and Mia X, smooth hooks from Sons of Funk and Moby Dick, or cinematic storytelling from C Murder and Ice Cube.
A body can't live without a soul or planet. When you dead, ain't no second chance, but alive ain't no limits.
The production is equally impressive, balancing dark cinematic instrumentals with melodic soulful R&B hooks and hard-hitting G-Funk grooves. This combination keeps the listener fully engaged, highlighting both the creative versatility of No Limit's roster and the label's knack for crafting memorable soundscapes. One of the greatest strengths of this soundtrack is its storytelling and conceptual execution. Songs like Would You Hesitate and I Got the Hookup immerse listeners in the hustle, loyalty, and street life that define the No Limit aesthetic. Even when tracks incorporate humor or playful braggadocio, the album maintains a cohesive energy that reflects the spirit spirit of the movie it accompanies.
Bitch, my whole crew balls. We making moves like you hoes. We got enough shit to fill up.
Overall, the I Got the Hookup soundtrack is a hidden gem in No Limit's catalog. Its mix of West Coast and Southern influences, combined with strong performances, creative production, and engaging storytelling, make it a must-listen for fans of late 90s hip-hop and the label's golden era. This is one of those compilations where nearly every track delivers, proving the depth and talent present in the No Limit camp.
I thought it was over, but this on it up beginning. Thug niggas don't die, one born every minute, two.
West Coast Bad Boys 2 is a highly underrated No Limit compilation that brilliantly fuses West Coast G-Funk with Southern flavor. This project not only celebrates the rich talent of West Coast artists, but also shows Master P's vision for bridging regional styles in hip-hop, creating a compilation that feels cohesive while showcasing diverse flows and production. The soundtrack is loaded with standout performances. Master P's tribute, R.I.P. Tupac, is a respectful homage, combining eerie layered production with his energetic delivery, capturing the somber mood while celebrating Tupac's legacy. Tracks like Westside Connection's Bangin' and Sebo's Survival First demonstrate top-tier West Coast rap with catchy G-Funk instrumentals and strong lyrical content reflecting life in the streets. Several highlights make this album particularly memorable. Rappin' Forte's Ups and Downs and Silk's Roll Yo Vogues are smooth G-Funk gems that perfectly capture the cruising vibe of West Coast hip-hop. Homicide's Mr. Dayton and Mr. Servon's A Dead Man commercial bring intense, aggressive energy that contrasts the smoother tracks, showcasing the compilation's versatility.
Hug his mama, kiss his girl, got his dope in his son. Your fucking life is now my fucking world.
Mac Dre, E.A. Ski, Silkk the Shocker, and MC8 all deliver unique performances that further enrich the project, blending animated flows, catchy hooks, and distinctive vocal styles over inventive production. The album also excels at collaboration. Multiple posse tracks and featured verses allow artists to complement each other's styles while giving listeners a broad sampling of the West Coast sound, tied together with Master P's vision.
It's the I-N-G-L-E, here to trouble you, W-double-O-A-C.
Even tracks with more experimental or unusual elements, like C Murder's Steady Mobb'n, reflect a willingness to take risks that keeps the compilation interesting from start to finish. Overall, West Coast Bad Boys 2 is a hidden gem in No Limit's catalog. Its combination of smooth G-Funk, hard-hitting street rap, and creative collaborations makes it a standout compilation that deserves more recognition. The album not only highlights the talents of its roster, but also serves as a bridge between West Coast and Southern hip-hop, delivering an engaging and dynamic listening experience. Moby Dick's Gangsta Harmony is a shining example of how R&B within the No Limit catalog often goes underrated. This debut album blends smooth, sensual melodies with passionate, unorthodox vocal performances, resulting in a cohesive project that delivers both musically and thematically. Moby Dick's ability to balance romantic, intimate concepts with the grit of street life makes this an impressive debut. The highlights are plentiful. Tracks like You Got That Fire and Shoot 'Em Up Movies showcase Moby Dick at his peak, delivering heavenly vocals over intricate instrumentals that are both lush and emotionally engaging. His unique off-kilter singing style, which may feel unusual on first listen, ultimately becomes an asset, creating a sound that is distinctively his own. Songs like Smoke My Life Away and I'd Be a Fool further demonstrate his ability to weave storytelling and passion seamlessly, whether reflecting on personal struggles or matters of the heart.
I just wanna get high and smoke my...
Collaborations on the album are also thoughtfully executed. Posse cuts like Part 3, featuring C Murder Magic and Mia X, as well as features from Sons of Funk Fiend and Ms. Peaches, allow Moby Dick's vocals to shine while adding depth and variety to the listening experience. These collaborations enhance the album's cohesion, making each track feel purposeful and connected to the overall narrative of love, lust, and life in the streets. The production throughout is consistently strong, ranging from smooth, sultry ballads to upbeat, intoxicating grooves. Moby Dick's vocals glide effortlessly over these instrumentals, and even tracks with more explicit or experimental elements, like Intercourse, maintain a sense of artistry and sophistication. Lyrically, the album balances romantic fantasy, heartfelt vulnerability, and introspection, giving listeners a wide emotional palette to engage with.
Just because it's 2 o'clock,
Overall, Gangsta Harmony is a standout R&B effort in the No Limit catalog. Its combination of unorthodox vocals, cohesive production, and thoughtful collaborations makes it a project that rewards multiple listens. Moby Dick's debut is not just an album, it's a masterclass in blending street-informed themes with melodic sophistication, and it remains a hidden gem worth revisiting.
I'm a soldier.
To all the soldiers out there. Soldier
Battlefield I die.
Wise Guys by Ghetto Commission is an underrated gem in the No Limit catalog that deserves more recognition. The album masterfully showcases the talents of the trio, Holloway, Valerio, and G-Spade, whose lyrical precision and chemistry drive the project. Their flows are dynamic, intense, and consistently engaging, while Dalio's passionate singing adds a soulful melodic layer that contrasts perfectly with the grit of the raps. From the opening track, I'm a Soldier, the group establishes their versatility. Gospel-like production paired with heartfelt vocals creates a compelling backdrop for Master P, and Mystikal's energetic contributions. Tracks like Hustler Baller and Run Quickly highlight Ghetto Commission at their lyrical peak, with clever punchlines, animated delivery, and production that matches their intensity flawlessly.
Well, it's the King Cobra sipper, jacking like the Ripper, pistol gripper, trigger clicker, extra clip to split a nigga.
Even darker tracks such as Devil's Playground and Ghost in the Dark exhibit the group's ability to balance ominous themes with captivating performances, showing they can handle both raw street narratives and conceptual depth. Collaborations throughout the album are thoughtfully executed. Fiend, C Murder, Mac, Magic, and Silkk the Shocker complement the group without overshadowing them, providing additional layers to the storytelling and musicality. Dalio's vocals shine on hooks across the project, particularly on tracks like Shackled, giving emotional weight to the narratives and elevating the album beyond standard rap compilations.
It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. With these shackles on my feet.
The album closes with Thug Love, a flawless finale that combines catchy hooks, smooth production, and powerful lyricism. Across all tracks, Ghetto Commission demonstrates their ability to weave storytelling, street realism, and musicality seamlessly. Their lyricism is consistently engaging, their flows dynamic, and their chemistry undeniable. Overall, Wise Guys is a standout No Limit project that blends intensity, creativity, and passion. It's a cohesive, meticulously crafted album that rewards repeated listens, showcasing Ghetto Commission as one of the label's most underrated and talented groups. This is another group project within the No Limit catalog that deserves far more recognition. A lot of fans tend to overlook it simply because Gambino family weren't the most popular members of the camp, but musically this is one of the most cohesive and genuinely raw albums No Limit ever released. There's no glitz, no mainstream polish, none of the commercial shine found on other projects. Instead, the rougher aesthetic actually elevates the experience, giving the album a gritty authenticity that pulls you straight into their world. The group, made up of Gotti, Malachi, Fino, and Reginelli, deliver powerful performances throughout. Each member brings a unique voice, filled with passion, pain, and intensity, creating a project that feels heartfelt, street-rooted, and fully committed. It's a true gem in the catalog, and easily one of the most underrated releases No Limit ever put out. From the explosive opener, I'm a Baller, featuring Master P, C Murder, and Mia X, the Gambino family sets the tone with high-energy flows over infectious New Orleans-bound production. Even when working alongside heavyweights, the group holds its own, demonstrating both skill and chemistry.
Rolex watch on my wrist, nigga. I'm all crushed out. I got so many diamonds in it's worth more than my house. And when you
Tracks like Trapped in a Storm and Clean Sweep highlight their ability to convey pain, struggle, and loyalty with intense delivery, matching perfectly with the dark, mafioso-inspired production. The album balances aggression and introspection, with songs like Childhood Years and Ghetto Ways providing a reflective, heartfelt perspective on the struggles of growing up in the streets.
I remember as a little kid, growing up, many of my friends didn't make it out the brick.
The members each bring unique flows and energies, allowing the album to remain dynamic from track to track. Collaborations with No Limit heavyweights are utilized effectively, adding layers without overshadowing the group. Guest appearances from Silkk the Shocker, Fiend, Mystikal, Moby Dick, and C Murder elevate tracks while maintaining the album's cohesive street narrative. The combination of gritty lyricism, passionate vocal performances, and versatile flows makes every track compelling, whether the Gambino family is handling the song solo or with features. The album closes strongly with You Never Know, a suspenseful, reflective track that encapsulates the themes of loyalty, caution, and resilience that run throughout the project.
Jealousy and envy turn a friend to an enemy. Lord forgive me, but I'm living.
Across 18 tracks, Ghetto Organized showcases Gambino family at their best, raw, passionate, and skillfully executed. This is one of No Limit's most cohesive group projects, and it rewards repeated listens, proving that sometimes the most overlooked albums hold the deepest impact.
Until 11 in progress, cause I'm the type of nigga the police can't arrest.
This album is yet another example of how deeply underappreciated Master P truly is. Within No Limit lore, it's almost a crime that this project never gets the recognition it deserves. This is Master P at his rawest, most creative, and most unfiltered. The production is just as underrated, blending soulful samples with gritty street energy in a way that feels both authentic and ahead of its time. The album opens strong with Shoot 'Em Up, a gangster anthem over a funky Curtis Mayfield sample, where Master P's flow is confident and commanding. Tracks like Psycho Rhymes and Bloody Murder explore horrorcore-inspired themes with sinister production that perfectly complements his vivid, violent storytelling.
Me and the crew had the 40s and dank getting fucked up, plotting on some suckers last week that snuck up.
Conversely, songs like I'm Going Big Time and Mama's Bad Boy highlight his reflective and motivational side, with smooth, soulful instrumentals that add depth to his lyrics about hustling, survival, and ambition. Master P's ability to combine narrative and melody shines on the title track, which samples William DeVon's Be Thankful for What You Got. His passionate verses, paired with a memorable male vocalist on the hook, make this a standout moment on the album.
5 kids in the house with no food to eat. So me and my brother, we took to the dope street. You see, that's how the...
Similarly, Oh Shit demonstrates his comedic and playful side, sampling Teddy Pendergrass's Love TKO to craft a smooth, entertaining track with humorous storytelling. The album closes with the heartfelt outro Shouts, where Master P dedicates his vocals to fallen friends and family, showing a vulnerable and human side that adds emotional weight to the project. Overall, Mama's Bad Boy is a raw, creative, and soulful Master P album that deserves far more recognition. It blends street realism with musicality, demonstrating his growth as both a rapper and storyteller, and solidifies his place as one of No Limit's most underappreciated talents.
I do my best to keep my past in my past. I remember wearing ski masks, running from the task, bossing at this.
Thuggin is a criminally underrated project that highlights Magic at the peak of his creativity and consistency. From start to finish, the album is cohesive, balancing high-energy hype tracks, introspective moments, and aggressive street narratives. Magic's animated raspy flow is a defining feature, keeping the listener engaged while showcasing his lyrical versatility and passion. The album opens with the energetic That's Me, where Magic confidently introduces himself as a key figure in the No Limit camp. His punchlines and animated delivery pair perfectly with the infectious video game-like production.
I treat the mic like a blunt, so watch Mr. Magic get high, spitting lyrical fire till the day that I die.
Ice on My Wrist with Master P slows the pace slightly, delivering smooth sci-fi inspired instrumentals while highlighting Magic's motivation and admiration for Master P's success. Party anthems like Wobble Wobble with C Murder and Mac showcase his ability to make catchy laid-back tracks that work in any club setting. Some of the standout tracks include Soldier, a passionate ode to loyalty and devotion, with Sugar Bear's motivational chorus elevating the track. Good Looking Out featuring D.I.G., which layers suspenseful storytelling over a dynamic, dramatic production, and Puff Puff, a smooth, indulgent track celebrating marijuana culture where Magic's animated flow shines. Tracks like Freaky featuring Ms. Peaches also display his storytelling prowess and chemistry with featured artists, blending flirtatious and provocative lyrics with compelling production.
Let me explain my situation before we even conversate. See, I'm involved with this female that just can't be replaced. So
Magic also demonstrates vulnerability and introspection, particularly on Thank You Lord for My Life, featuring Mia X and Wanna Get Away with Ms. Peaches, where the smooth instrumentals and emotive performances create memorable, relatable moments. Even when the album dips into more standard themes like loyalty or thug life, Magic's energy, style, and catchy choruses elevate the material.
we keep it gangsta, dog. We keep it gangsta, dog.
Overall, Thuggin is a tightly executed, highly enjoyable album that proves Magic's skill as both a rapper and a storyteller. Its infectious production, compelling performances, and cohesive flow make it one of the most consistent and underappreciated releases in the No Limit catalog. In my opinion, this is the most lyrical No Limit album next to Mac's Shell Shocked. It stands out as one of the label's most cohesive releases, driven by Kane and Abel's consistently passionate lyrical style, their deep and meaningful subject matter, and a dark, gritty production aesthetic that ties everything together. This album showcases just how powerful and well-crafted No Limit music could be when every element aligns remarkably. The album opens strong with Gangsta, a smooth, soulful track where Moby Dick's heavenly vocals pair perfectly with Kane and Abel's verses, setting the tone for the album's blend of street realism and melodic depth. Tracks like This Is the Life highlight the twins' lyrical prowess, pairing dark, sinister instrumentals with vivid depictions of hood life and the dangers that come with it.
13 niggas on the block, we spin. Get the man. Hoes even clipping niggas so they sell.
Emotionally charged tracks such as Black Jesus with Master P and Silkk the Shocker and Abortion show Kane and Abel's ability to channel genuine pain and reflection, tackling themes of struggle, depression, and questioning faith. Their performances are heartfelt, with lyrics that carry weight and a sense of authenticity rarely matched in the No Limit catalog.
6 in the morning and I see the sunrise. Wish I died in my sleep, didn't wanna open my eyes.
Songs like God and Guns, featuring Mac, and 3-2 Murder 1 display their versatility, merging southern rap energy with East Coast-inspired boom bap elements and clever sample usage, showing their adaptability over different types of production. Tracks like Getting Paid and the closing banger Jealous Again with Mia X further emphasize their ability to collaborate seamlessly while maintaining their signature style. Overall, Seven Sins is a masterclass in cohesive, passionate rap. Kane and Abel combine lyrical depth, thematic consistency, and strong chemistry with No Limit collaborators to deliver an album that stands as one of the label's most underrated and refined projects from start to finish. It's a compelling listen that proves the twins' place among No Limit's most talented artists.
What's your name and your phone number, baby? Come quick with a play later.
Just like I mentioned with Moby Dick's Gangsta Harmony, No Limit's R&B lane is one of the most overlooked parts of their entire catalog. The camp has 2 R&B albums that are musically incredible, and Game of Funk is absolutely one of them. Sons of Funk are also victims of not being among the popular names in the No Limit stable, which sadly leads many fans to dismiss this project, a serious crime considering it stands as one of the greatest pieces of music in the whole catalog. This album is absolutely flawless. The production is smooth, soulful, and distinct. The features elevate the music instead of overshadowing it, and the performances, from the vocals to the songwriting, are rich, emotional, and full of chemistry. Game of Funk is pure artistry, and it deserves far more respect, recognition, and celebration than it gets. The album opens with Make Love to a Thug, a track that immediately sets the tone with intricate samples, catchy melodies, and a hypnotic blend of smooth singing and Master P's energetic flow. Songs like Sun's Reasons and You and Me highlight the group's versatility, moving effortlessly from a classic funk-inspired vibe to a more sensual late 90s R&B feel. The vocals are heavenly throughout, perfectly complementing the smooth and intricate production. Master P and other features enhance tracks like I Got the Hookup and Side to Side, where the mix of soulful harmonies and rap verses creates a dynamic, infectious energy. The album balances sensual tracks like The First Time and Y'all I Want with street-aware concepts and songs such as Time Will Tell with Master P, showing the group's range and ability to navigate both love and life in the streets. Standout tracks like Pushin' Inside You and Sons I Got the Hookup showcase the group's ability to craft slow jams that are perfectly executed for both mood and musicality. From passionate delivery to intricate harmonies, every performance feels intentional, polished, and engaging. Overall, Game of Funk is an essential No Limit R&B album that deserves far more recognition. Its combination of flawless production, smooth vocals, and consistent, compelling performances makes it one of the strongest, most overlooked projects in the label's catalog. Every track contributes to the album's cohesive, sensual, and musically rich atmosphere.
You gotta have nuts for show. It's how I roll. On the strength that I come from the O, I can flow and stay strapped.
Steady Mobb'n's Premeditated Drama is easily the most underrated album in the entire No Limit catalog. This project is a complete experience, with every song hitting the mark and skits that add depth and cohesion to the album. The production captures the dark, gritty world of street life, while several tracks deliver inspiration and thought-provoking concepts. It also holds what might be the best Soldier Posse track in the catalog, West to South, which exemplifies the collective talent of No Limit artists. The album opens strong with Strong Heart, immediately introducing Steady Mobb'n's distinct duality. Bavgate's raspy flow pairs perfectly with Crooked Eye's sinister style. Their chemistry over the hard-hitting cinematic production, which evokes an almost GoldenEye-like intensity, is undeniable. Tracks like It's On with Master P, Fiend and Mystical showcase the duo's ability to match the energy and complexity of some of the No Limit camp's best lyricists, while Animosity solidifies their command over aggressive, captivating instrumentals.
Feel like a 12 gauge, open me up, read about it in the front page, I'm going nuts.
West to South stands out as a pinnacle of posse cuts, blending West Coast G-Funk vibes with standout contributions from Master P, Kane and Abel, Mac, C-Murder, and Silkk the Shocker. Each artist delivers a memorable performance, making it one of the most dynamic tracks in the No Limit catalog. Songs like Blood Money and Lil N highlight Steady Mobb'n's lyrical depth and chemistry, pairing vivid storytelling with memorable hooks over multi-layered instrumentals.
My father looked in my son eye. He said, your daddy, gotta ride.
Even the skits, Kidnap Call, Dice Game, and Call Back, are exceptionally well executed, creative, and entertaining, adding narrative layers that enhance the album's cohesion. Tracks such as If I Could Change, Remix, close the album on a reflective, emotionally charged note, proving that Steady Mobb'n can balance grit with vulnerability.
I wanna change.
From start to finish, Premeditated Drama is a no-skip project. Every performance, both from Steady Mobb'n and the featured artists, is strong, and the production consistently matches the intensity and mood of the duo's storytelling. It's the quintessential No Limit album, gritty, cohesive, and flawlessly executed, and a true hidden gem in the label's legendary catalog. At the end of the day, the No Limit catalog is full of hidden gems that too many people overlook. The fan base often focuses only on the popular albums and artists, leaving a lot of incredible music in the shadows. I truly believe No Limit put out some amazing work, and these underrated albums are proof of that. Even beyond the main list, there are a few projects that deserve recognition, which is why I included those honorable mentions. Exploring the full catalog is where the real gems lie, and that's what makes No Limit's legacy so special.